February 1959, 9 experienced hikers enter the Ural Mountains in Russia. Days later, their tent is found sliced open from the inside. Bodies scattered in the snow, some barefoot, some half-dressed, one missing her tongue. What made them run into deadly cold? The answer might be more terrifying than you think. The Dyatlov Pass incident, one of history's most chilling unsolved mysteries. 9 students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, led by Igor Dyatlov, all experienced in winter mountain expeditions. They set out on January 27, 1959. Destination, Mount Uktorten, a challenging but routine trek. They were expected back by February 12th. They never returned. When search parties finally found their camp on February 26th, what they discovered defied all logic. The tent was still standing, but cut open from the inside, as if they were desperate to escape. Food and equipment still inside. Warm clothes left behind. Footprints led away from the tent, barefoot into the frozen wilderness, in temperatures of -30 degrees Celsius. Why would experienced hikers flee their shelter in the middle of the night without proper clothing? The investigation was about to uncover something even stranger. The first 2 bodies were found near the tree line, about 1.5 kilometers from the tent, barefoot, wearing only underwear. They had died from hypothermia. Near them, the remains of a small fire, branches broken from a cedar tree up to 5 meters high, as if someone had climbed it, looking for something, or running from something. 3 more bodies were found between the tree and the tent, including Igor Dyatlov himself, all positioned as if trying to crawl back to camp. They too died from hypothermia. But here's where it gets disturbing. It took nearly 2 months to find the remaining 4 bodies. They were buried under 4 meters of snow in a ravine, and their injuries were impossible to explain. Ludmila Dubinina had massive chest trauma, ribs fractured, but no external wounds. The medical examiner compared the force to a high-speed car crash. Semyon Zolotaryev had similar injuries. Alexander Kolovatov had skull deformities, and Ludmila was missing her tongue, eyes, and part of her lips. Remember this, the force required to cause those injuries would have killed them instantly. Yet there were no external wounds, no cuts, no bruises, just internal devastation. The lead investigator, Lev Ivanov, noted something else in his report. Orange spheres were seen in the sky that night by other hikers in the area and by a meteorology service. Some of the victims' clothing contained traces of radioactivity, high levels, far above normal. The Soviet government abruptly closed the case in May 1959. Cause of death? A compelling natural force. No further explanation. The area was closed to hikers and expeditions for 3 years. What were they hiding? Decades later, the theories are endless. Avalanche. Possible. But the tent was still standing. And experienced mountaineers would never cut their tent from inside. They'd dig out. Military tests? The area was near a Soviet military installation. Could explain the radiation, the lights in the sky, the sudden case closure, but not the specific injuries. Not the missing tongue. Infrasound, a natural phenomenon where wind creates low-frequency sound waves. It can cause panic, irrational fear, disorientation. Could explain why they fled, but not the trauma, not the radiation. In 2019, 60 years later, Russia reopened the investigation. Their conclusion? Avalanche, case closed. Again, but avalanche experts disagreed. No evidence of avalanche at the site, no slope steep enough, and the injuries still don't match. The medical examiner's words haunt the case. These injuries are consistent with extreme force, but there were no external signs of struggle. What kind of force? Leaves no trace. 9 lives, 9 families destroyed, 1 mountain, and more questions than answers. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most analyzed mysteries in history. Books, documentaries, investigations, theories from all over the world. Some believe it was a tragic accident, a perfect storm of bad weather and panic. Others see something darker, a cover-up, a military experiment gone wrong, something not of this world. The truth is, we may never know. The files remain partially classified. Witness testimonies were suppressed. Physical evidence was lost or destroyed. What we do know is this. 9 experienced hikers made a decision that night. A decision so desperate they chose certain death over staying in their tent. What did they see? What did they hear? What made them run? What do you think happened on Dyatlov Pass? Avalanche? Military test? Something else? Comment your theory below. If this mystery gave you chills, leave a like, subscribe to MyC Mysteries, turn on notifications, and share this with someone who loves unsolved cases. Save this video, because some mysteries demand to be remembered. Some questions may never have answers, but they deserve to be asked. MyC Mysteries, where curiosity meets the unknown. See you in the next mystery.